Hi and good afternoon, Tammy. This is Todd Young, Intelligent Digital Services. This is October 10th, 2017, and this is live data over here from today. This is your website, churchillflowers.com. This is my software that I use that I was telling you about that gives me all the analytical data that I need to help me to continue to SEO your site, and also gives proof also of what I've done. And this is all collected from Google and other search engines. Very, very intricate. I actually only go over a really small portion of it. My staff uses this software as well for a lot of research that I'll go over some basics with you. Very exciting. Currently, right now, I'm doing this, with USA Google. And currently, you have roughly the traffic that you have coming to your site is about 72 hits a day. And that's an average. Some days you have more, some days you have less. But you can see over the past 30 days, that's an increase of about 47%. So there is, an increase in traffic. These are the backlinks that I've created with your site over the past 90 days. And they grow every month, as you'll see. As the months go on, you'll see this number continue to increase dramatically. Here is your organic list traffic, if you would. You can see we're up to 72, but this number really isn't an accurate number, meaning that right now it's 72. You have to wait until the end of October. This number will be more real, if you will. There's September. You can see how that September was down. That's a little bit, from, the way the economy was, just how people were. September was a slow month for every industry, but you can see I got started, down here. Actually, I can move this to 1 year as an example. I got started, I think around June, July-ish area. You can see that traffic, should be really a straight line going, increasing up, if you will. But we've only been together 90 days, and September was a little bit of a monkey wrench in the engine, if you would, when it comes to traffic and e-commerce sites in general. But very exciting. Everything is going on with your site. It's growing rather dramatically. I'm going to switch now to another page, which is the same software, which what I've done here is I'm going to go to the organic research. And this organic research, let me go ahead and click on this again. Let us get to it. This organic research is really another beginning of how many keywords you have, and along with the traffic that you have. So you can see here with your domain name, currently right now, I had this for 1 year. If I went to all time, from when they've been tracking since 2015, you can see that really your site wasn't doing anything up until November of 16. So a lot, and you had, roughly 20, 25 hits a day. But I got started with you here around, June, July, if you would. So you're around 25, 30 hits a day. And then, I got it up to 47. It's increasing again. It was up to 69 in August. And of course, there's that good old September. But we're at 72 right now. And that's growing dramatically. I'm probably estimating we'll probably hit 80 or 90 by the end of the month, and it'll continue to climb. I'll put this on a 1 year track, and you can see I'm doing all this in real time here with today's date. And these little red dots here show me when Google is having updates. So me and my staff, we can see when all these updates are happening with Google. We find out in other ways as well, but this is the software telling us that that there has been updates with Google. Even tells you right here a little bit about the updates. Here's September's update. Here is the update that I was telling you about. You can see that Google's representatives not officially confirmed that the update has been released, even though they're constantly having updates. And so this is something that's very important for us to stay on top of. Here's the one that was an update just from the day before yesterday. And so our staff keeps on top of this completely with your site and keeps you up to date. So we've been together with each other for a short time, 90 days. The next 90 days, I think, are going to be really dramatic because of the amount of work that we've done. Let me go and switch to the keywords. This is really exciting. You've had, here, what this is this shows you the date up at the top of this little new box that you see here, along with the number of positions that you have in Google, and then what are on the top three, how many keywords do you have in 4 through 10, which is actually page 1 of Google. 11 through 20 is page 2 of Google when you do a search. 21 through 50, the third and fourth pages, and etc. So we got started here, June, July. You had 150 keywords roughly when we got started. 1 in the top 3, 0 and 4 to 10 positions. So you only had one keyword, which wasn't even a buying keyword, by the way, in the page 1 of Google. even though you had an okay listing for your own hometown, Churchill, Tennessee, with your domain name Churchill Flowers, that helped you to get visibility, but not the kind of visibility that you should. We move on to June. You can see it's gone from, the top 3 and 151 keywords to 192 keywords. Now you got a couple in the top spot, and now you got 3. You got total of 5 on page 1 and another 5 on page 2. So watch these numbers increase. So here we got 2 to 11, 271 keywords, 349 keywords, 433 keywords, 479 keywords. Look how many you have in the top 4 through 10 position here now. Your number 1 listing here that you had, by the way, in your top 3, that was actually a really strange, it wasn't even a buying keyword, so we got rid of it. But anyway, you're moving up in the search engine for a lot of different keywords. Look what's in positions 11 through 20 and 21 through 50 when I go back here. 5 to 80, 10 to 83, 11 to 95, 20 to 133, 23 to 155. So you got a bunch of keywords moving up in the search engine that are moving towards the number 1 through 3 spot, which is really going to dramatically increase, your traffic and your sales. And to give you an example of that, you have competitors, and I'll use one of your competitors as an example. Which in Kingsport, I'm trying to go after Kingsport. So in Kingsport, if I do a search for anything Kingsport, Tennessee Florist, the number 1 position is Rainbows and Floral. And you see they're number 1 in the search engine. So what I do is I go ahead and I put their domain name in to my software, Rainbows and Floral, that you see right here. And what happens is I wound up spying on them. I can see how many keywords they have. Look at their traffic, 560 hits a day. They're dominating Kingsport. So what does Todd Young do in his agency is I find out all these keywords. Look at this. This is the number 1 position. They're in the number 1 position in Google for every single one of these key terms. Kingsport, Florist, Kingsport, Tennessee. You can see all these. When somebody types these in, they got the number 1 spot. Here's all the volume that people, and these are estimated volumes, by the way. These real volumes are in the hundreds per month. The traffic that people are typing in these keywords. I can scroll down and you can see there's others in the number 2, 4, 6 and the higher positions. But what I do is I take your competitors, and by the way, these keywords that you see, this is the keywords that are ranking right now in this graph that I'm showing you. You see all these increased keywords you see in the number 21 and 50 position? Those are these keywords right here that your competitors are in the number 1 spot for, which I already know. And now and as time goes on, your site is going to be in these positions because I'm ranking you for the Kingsport right now. So that's going to increase your traffic. It's going to increase your sales. So also when I go to your Google My Business listing, you're number 1 for Churchill, you're number 1 for Mount Carmel, and you can see what we do to your site on a daily basis. We post to your Google Plus account, which we can do. That's what we do. This is social media. We do your social media. Is one of the things that Jill is very, very good at and very instrumental with my company. This was just posted 17 minutes ago, 22 minutes ago. This creates traffic and sales for your site. We do this on Facebook, YouTube. As I told you, we're creating these new thank you pages. We're creating commercials for all the florists. We're coming out with a free POS system. If you want to get rid of your POS system in another month or so, month and a half, you're going to be able to use right through our website. You're going to be able to pull the website back office up and put an order in through the website and see the screen and everything. Just like you would your own POS system. So it's something that's going to be a part of our system and our website. And our website has so much functionality, and we don't even let our clients know, half the functionality, because to us, it's kind of commonplace with e-commerce. And so I told you I turn 5-minute videos into 10-minute videos very, very easily. So, but this is really all is good information that you need to know. Your competitors, right now are, dominating the search engine, but not for long. This is what I use that term maintenance SEO every month is, once you do get to the top of the search engine, even in the top 3 positions for your keywords, they're going to try and knock you out the same way I'm trying to knock them out. And so, but once I knock other people out of the search engines, because of what I do to your domain and how I do it the correct way is the reality of it. That Google is very hard to kick me out because Google knows that I SEO'd your site and your domain properly. Now, here's a a search for Kingsport, Tennessee flower shop. Look at all the order gatherers wire services that you have here, that are advertising, you can see above the map. Okay, this gets these people, a certain amount of business. Now, I take business away from these companies by doing good, SEO and search engine marketing, which includes social media marketing. So it's all encompassing. For these domains, for these different searches, for that particular search, you can see you're on page 1. Right here for Kingsport. It's moving up. Just last week, this particular search was on page 2. As a matter of fact, I wanted you to see this because I pulled it up before I did the video. And I was like, wow, this thing was just on page 2 like a week or a week and a half ago. So, these search terms are moving up the search engine. And this telephone number, this is a little SEO tactic of mine that helps get your site for certain keywords up the search engine. People don't, like I told you, people don't call this to order flowers. They call because they're already on the website and they're having a problem, or they have a question about the delivery, or is this the picture of the standard, deluxe, or premium? That's usually what the questions are. People don't call us and say I want to order flowers. They go to your they go to your Google My Business listing for that. You can see your telephone numbers up there right here on your Google My Business listing. So, that's where they call you. And this should be increasing as well because along with your walk-in traffic. And, of course, that's just, part of, the SEO that, gets you to that ranking. And of course, it just automatically SEOs your telephone number as well. So, anyway, that shows you your ranking. I wanted to keep this down, even also to 10 minutes, but here's your Google My Business listing right here. So this is something that should be very helpful to you to see the ranking that you have and how you're increasing in the search engine. Oh, here's another thing real quickly. Your mobile. You see, I can do your mobile view right here as well. I can click on this and show you the mobile view here on October 10th. You can see you had literally no keywords at all organically for mobile in your search trends for mobile. But now, I started here in June. You can see that now that this is growing, you got 16 now. And October doesn't count because really we're not over with October yet. These numbers will be different for October. But they're growing, from 13 to 16, and it continues to grow on mobile. So it's very, very exciting. I keep track of the mobile, which is growing. It's a growing trend. And of course, these are your desktop numbers as well, which are growing dramatically. Your number of keywords are going to continue to increase. They're going to continue to go up. Your traffic is going to, and I click on this, your traffic is going to continue to go up. So as time goes on, and I shoot more videos in the coming months, you're going to see all this dramatic progress that's going on with your domain. You'll be very happy with the work that I've done, especially it's going to bring more sales. And I have to say, and I said it before, the very beginning, it's so hard, rolling a snowball up the hill. But once it gets over the tipping point and it goes downhill, the snowball just gets bigger and bigger on its own without you doing any effort. And that's kind of what SEO is like. And that's where the maintenance SEO comes into play. So if you have any questions about any of this, I honestly, 13 minutes has gone by. I could do an hour video on your site very, very easily, get very intricate over here on your competitors and how I search. I actually do a lot of, what's the phrase? I do a lot of research on your competitors. Let's put it to you that way, because I want to win. I want to be number one. You will be eventually, as if, right now, when Jill, with Jill's flower shop where she worked, she was Norwood, Massachusetts Florist. And when I do any kind of searches for them, that's a Bellamy of flowers. That's it. They're Bellamy of flowers. They're number one in the search engine for just about any, word, I can put the word, Norwood, MA flower shop, doesn't matter what I put. A Bellamy of flowers is going to come up number one. Now, as I said, it took me 7 months to get here, but you know what? Guess what? They got a massive amount of orders and they have a massive amount of traffic that's going into their site. And you're going to be there one day too. It's just a matter of time. So anyway, again, I appreciate your business, Tammy. We've been together really relatively when it comes to the universe of being SEO'd online, a very, very short period of time, literally just a blink. And I know it's been 3 months to you and it seems like a long time, but it really hasn't been, because Google is really just now starting to recognize a lot of the work that I've done. So anyway, 5-minute video turned it into 15. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it was knowledgeable. If you have any questions, please reach out to me. And again, thank you very much for your business. I appreciate your trust in me, being your online business partner, and we'll continue to bring a lot more value to your website and to your domain than what you give me in return, monetarily. And that's my goal. So anyway, thank you very much, Tammy. Appreciate everything again. And we'll see you on the next video. Talk to you real soon. Take care.